Mm. You know how nice it feel for someone to defend you or stand up for you? Like when you're bullying in a being not bullying, of course you're not bullying, being bullied at the playground or in an argument or in a court. It's nice to have someone who stand up and defend you and then even advocate for why uh, uh, you shouldn't only get not only that you're not be entitled to any punishment, but also have the right to have a better life or something or benefit. The thing that help people the most, speaking from experience about giving love and kindness for yourself, is that the mind requires someone to defend them, stand up for them. You'll see when you close your eyes, there'll be thought, negative emotion that arises by itself. Those who practice kindness, loving kindness meditation, of course, they want to forgive, want to be give loving kindness to, but their internal bad nature and pollution, bad instinct, always try to hinder that in ways of thought and emotion, like an argument to justify you not only moving forward, but also justify for you to then be in a dark place and why you should even be in a darker place and in a negative cycle. Now you see your mind is being bullied. We need to be like in a playground. The one being bullied are now on the ground fending for themselves, while the bully is, aggressive and um, always looking to hurt the kid. There must be someone who stand in between the two and look out for, become a champion for the little one, not the one being bullied. And that's where you come in. We, a champion, a hero, never use violence, never use force, but we use logic and argument. The argument that you heard from the past hour can be used one or other argument. Why is it that this person, this mind, not only is he not worthy of those negative scrutiny or negative thought and emotion, but worthy of forgiveness, of change, of support. We are all here, good, wonderful people. You see that for months, years, and decades, especially in recent times, we take the time of our life to better ourselves, take care of ourselves, even if the outcome is not fruitful. But as I mentioned before, the intention itself, that alone is worthy. That alone is enough for all the help and support and forgiveness. Therefore, one should be forgiven, should be loved, should be cared for. Although the opposition, the thought and emotion that are negative might bring up instances in which to argue, to debate that you are not worthy, but we can easily negate that by forgiveness and say, hey, your argument will only have relevance, have significance if I give it weight. But when that argument no longer have any weight because you tell yourself that today I'm going to be a new person. No? Everything and anything that have done past, just forget it. We learn from it, we close it down, and we let go. This moment is a new day, new moment, new you. So therefore, everything that could ever be used against you will no longer have any weight. It really depends on your acceptance of which narrative, the bad one or the good one. Even if the court or people, uh, even if the court forgive the criminal or society forgive the criminal, but the criminal doesn't forgive himself, it is as if no one have forgive him. This is the significance of forgiveness. Even if everyone around him have forgiven him, but if he hadn't forgiven himself, it is as if no one have forgiven him yet. You are the decider. You are your own life project manager. It's on your call. Worthy or not, at the end of the day, it's your call. The intention, the effort that we have every day in my mind and should be in your mind too is evident enough for a change, for forgiveness. As you do so, of course, the opposition, the bad nature and instinct will not back down, will find ways, especially when you're vulnerable, to then trick you for you to fall into that trap, to accept the narrative once again. You see that even though you, as the project manager, hold power, executive power, but it is the advisor that some might argue is more powerful. A president have a final say, but if the advisor is cunning or is intelligent, it is as if the advisor are governing the country. Now, so the question then becomes, who is it that's governing you? Is it you? Is it the inner bad or inner good? You are the one who decide which advisor should lead the project, or you as a project manager, which advisor you should accept and which one you should reject. Both is a decision, important here, a decision that you have to make. Decide to reject and decide to accept. Just by merely brushing it away, it putting a pause to those narratives. We here have to make a decision. And loving kindness meditation here can begin beautifully by the decision that you make. So therefore, now if you are new to this, use your own wisdom. You are the lawyer, you are the champion of the little one here, debating, arguing in favor of. A champion doesn't accept the opposition. A champion trusts and believes the little one. always on their side, but never on the opposing side. Never abandon, never neglect, even if the opposition might have all the evidence. But you know full well a job of a champion, a lawyer is to find a argument, a reason that triumphs over all argument of the opposition. The argument that I have given already, if it resonates with you, you can use that. Or if you want to find your own reason, something that nip the bad nature in the bud, then you can do so. As you are using your own wisdom, it requires mindfulness to do so too. And you're doing it with the good intention, as a good person would have done. Therefore, your mind, bright, clear, and beautiful, and positive in nature. How could you argue otherwise? And therefore, from that positivity, a good thought, good emotion allows the mind to pull up positive energy, running the good system to clean out the bad nature and the pollution that they use. Therefore, in the beginning, as long as the argument cannot be won yet, now we have to use wisdom to do so. Or else then it'll keep on nagging and nagging. Don't worry about the feeling, okay? Now that we have started off the meditation, loving kindness meditation, for the mind to know that someone, there's someone to champion for them, requires us to then be on a lookout. Look out for the bully. And you see, to do that, mindfulness is required, just like in real life, as we are defending or championing for someone, to look around to make sure that none of the bully or potential threat comes near the person that you are protecting or fighting for. If things are quiet, have to be on alert. If not, then the bad nature might be able to come in and hurt the mind without you realizing by bringing up negative thoughts, old past memory, or something that triggers you or emotion to try to harm you. When they come to argue, if your mind still believes those narratives, you're gonna have to defend using your own wisdom, logic, and decide, pick a side. You have to decide that will be on the side of your mind, not the bad nature, and defend with logic. The reason why is it that you are worthy to be forgiven, to be free, far away from suffering, and to find happiness. When the bad no longer bother you, once again, don't be careless. Be mindful, be on the lookout. When you do this, not the mind will know that there's always someone looking out for it, looking out, caring for, protecting, defending, championing for them. And therefore, if you can do that, or even have the intention to do that, how are you not worthy for all the good that comes your way? Make sure that you're still aware and clearly okay. The key important aspect of loving kindness or meditation, loving kindness meditation is that those who is accused have the right to be punished. Those who are forgiven have the right to be free. And so if you keep accepting the negative thought and emotion, the argument of the bad nature, the bad instinct, the bad nature have the right to hurt you, degrade you. But if you forgive, have reason, argue, or even if you don't have it, but just forgive. Today is a new day, new you. Then that forgiveness gives you the right to be free, the right not to be punished, the right not to be prosecuted. We all live on this earth always under the umbrella of waiving our own rights or being used or being under the influence of someone using their rights onto us. As a project manager, who would you choose? What is the right thing, the correct thing to do, even if it may not feel like it? But we are talking about the right logical step. Now they will pick a side already, picking the right side. The emotion and negative thoughts that use their power to try to snatch it back from you. A champion always stand their ground, regardless of the barrage, regardless of the suffocation, the nagging of the thought and emotion, the pressure. In times like these where words cannot help, logic, wisdom cannot help, endurance, and truthfulness to the side that you have picked, truthfulness to the mind, to the client, will be the thing that will help you. If that's not compassion, then I don't know what is. The act of doing, knowing that the mind, that yourself have the right to be free, far away from suffering, to have happiness. Because you have loving kindness, compassion pushes you to endure, to withstand, to be truthful. That's why loving kindness and compassion comes together and have this dynamic. So in essence, this might be a compassion meditation after all. for you to come and sit here and meditate, knowing full well of the benefit, knowing full well the positive outcome of the practice, to make loving kindness and compassion, this compassion meditation to be fulfilled, then you have to then attribute this session to yourself. Who are you doing it for? Anyone who comes sit down, meditate for themselves, it's because they have loving kindness and compassion. Instead of taking their time to waste their time on different things that doesn't bring any value or benefit, or even worse, degrade them. But they chose to decide to do something beneficial because deep down they know they might not feel it, but the action speaks for itself. To make yourself, your mind know who you are doing it for. Keep that in mind, okay? Attribute it to yourself, the benefit that you're giving, the time that you're spending. Meditation is not easy in a sense that you often have to endure more than enjoy. Despite the fact that there are many joyful, pleasant activities, but you're doing things that are difficult to do, difficult to endure for yourself. Make it known to your mind, okay? So that this activity become purposeful, become specific, just like how a elderly couple, despite having dinner together for 5 decades, but just by putting a rose in the middle of the dining table and then attributing it to his wife, from that simple kind gesture, that specificness, knowing that it's to her, she feel love, feel special, and you see the beauty and the power of this specific tailored kind gesture have upon the person and the mind. And so throughout the day, no matter what you're doing, ask yourself, who are you doing it for? So that every action, activity that might be mundane now becomes special, meaningful, purposeful, tailored to your person, yourself. And solely from these kind gestures, that the pollution and the bad instinct nature that's governing the mind will slowly fade away and die down. It's all begin with the intention and the action that you are performing at every moment. Now that we have come toward the end of our session, let's bring the mind back to ourselves one more time. Notice if there's any changes to see if you were mindful clearly or unclearly. We'll take this time to recollect all our good deeds, thoughts, speeches, and actions that we have done and accumulated throughout our life and in all our lifetimes. Start off with the proudest moment, the highlight of your life. What are the things that the good deed that you have done from your thoughts, from your speeches, and from your action? Helping other people, providing them with money, resources, time, energy, providing wisdom, aid, going above and beyond. Allow these accomplishments, beautiful and wonderful accomplishments, to nurture the mind with positivity. We also let's not neglect our accomplishment of abstaining and withstanding against what is wrong, what is bad, what is not right, from within and outside, from the pressure, able to uphold your virtue, uphold all the things that are good, right, correct, and beautiful, enduring against things and pressure that are hard to endure. These accomplishments in our life, as we recollect them, we reconnect with them. The more meaningful, the more impactful, the more weight they have, the you are able to then see the effect that it have on your mind as it allow full and fill your mind up with positivity, wholesomeness, a proudness, accomplishment, allowing the mind to bloom, to blossom, to grow, to flourish, bright, clear, nice, and beautifully. As our mind is clear, nice, and beautiful, we have something to share with our loved ones. And we share this to our loved ones, our mom, our dad, brothers, sisters, sons, daughters, partner, spouse, cousin, friends, family, teachers, pets, and everyone you hold near and dear. As you wish them, as you provide them with that gift, this positivity, that they have a part of it. We then give them a blessing. I wish them upon them the very best. For that they may be free from suffering, from having to endure physically and mentally in things that are at times difficult to endure. May they be free, far away from those things. Not only that, any problems and obstacles that they face, may they disappear, able to answer and overcome easily, swiftly. Now, everything that they are facing, be it harsh difficulties and arduousness, restraining their energy, may they no longer have to endure those. Not only that, but may they find peace and happiness in their life. For our loved ones that already found one, may they find a happier one, a peaceful one, and may they finally find the happiest, the best of all the good, right, beautiful, and wonderful. As we take time to share with our loved ones the loving kindness and the wonderful wishes, you will notice that your mind grow, flourish, full and filled with happiness, wholesomeness, as if to say that the act of giving, act of loving kindness, pulls off more positive energy that fulfills the mind. And with this, now we will have even more to share with everyone in the country that we are residing. The more we give, the more we gain, the more we get. So as we hold and blanket ourselves with this loving kindness, we order our mind to expand to cover the entire country, feeling as if we have just entered, leave a small, tight space and enter a big, vast, open space, as if leaving your home, your tiny apartment, to this wonderful, open space, fresh air, bright, clear, beautiful blue sky, clear waters like on a beach, or luscious green grassland as far as the eye can see. And this is how we should feel, not as we expand our mind to cover the entire country. Or you can simply just say with a feeling, which is where we're gonna once again share our positivity to every being and things residing in the country that we're in. May they all be free from suffering that they have to endure, both mentally and physically, free, far away from all problems, obstacles, uh, difficulties, and arduousness that plagues their life. May they find peace, find happiness, find fortune and luck. For those who already found their own, may they find a better one to the very best. Notice as the mind once again flourishes even further, more bright, more pure, more fulfilled. It's big evidence to the fact that all that we do, even if it's just an intention, have an effect on your mind. Just like how we wish upon our loved ones, our closest ones, it have an effect, even if it's not as grand or beautiful as you might have hoped. But just like all road to the very best, it comes bit by bit, one by one. Have trust, have faith that there's no singular intention and action that goes unnoticed. Even a small droplet, as it keep dropping into this big bowl of container, eventually you'll fill up the entire container. So therefore, let's not look likely in just our small, seemingly insignificant wishes. Just because you don't feel it doesn't mean it doesn't have an effect. Now we order our mind to expand to cover the entire world. Imagine as if from an open space you have then find a door to even open more vast, more free space. Feeling as if the entire world is yours to conquer. The skies are yours. Now you can soar through every part, every space in this world. As your mind and loving kindness blankets it. Once again, wishing every upon every being, no matter who they are, where they are, whatever situation that I'm facing right now, may they be free, far and away from suffering, from famine, from war, from discrimination, from every single thing that they have to endure mentally and physically in their lives. All problem, obstacle, difficulties, and arduousness, may they fade away, vanish. May they find peace, find happiness, even if it's a little bit, in the calm night, in the calm nights, under the full moon, on the bright, beautiful day. Now, whatever happiness that you can find, may they attain those. For those who have already attained, may they find a better one until the very best. And lastly, now we order our mind to expand beyond the earth, covering small and big planets alike, further, wider. Every time it expands, you feel yourself in a much more brighter, open space, more freedom, powering different planets, different stars, different galaxies, until the whole entire universe. Not stopping there, but going beyond the universe to uncountable universes, as far as the mind can reach, to cover anything and everything that there is and ever will be. That's why you feel truly free, for that there's nothing that is beneath you, over you. You're above them, free from all cages, free from all limitation, far and away, open, bright. We'll take this time to make a resolution for ourselves. Um, One of the wishes that you can give to yourself not only can be done upon because you have great wishes to yourself in loving kindness, and do it with compassion, do it on the behalf of yourself, on behalf of your mind, for that they might not have the strength to do so. So maybe make a resolution for all our good thought, speech, and action that we have done ever since the very beginning, first lifetime, first dimension, until the very present moment that we can recall or unable to recall. May they all come together to then purify, clean, and cleanse our thoughts, speech, and action, our mind, our body, so that our mind, our body can be clean, right, pure, filled with warmth, care, love, and refuge, so that we can then come and seek them whenever and we need them, we want them, so that it can be our safe haven to take rest, so that no matter where we go, we'll find able to bring peace, happiness, safety wherever we are, and to share them, be a fortune to everyone around us. May all our good accomplishment that we have done may help us to be free, far away from suffering, from our bad nature, bad instinct, all the bad karma that we have done may be forgiven, be decreased, disappear. Maybe all of the negative thing, may we find ourselves being mindful, renouncing and not doing anything that is bad in thought, speech, and action. Not anymore from this moment onward. May we seek, find, and have unlimited motivation and passion to conduct good thought, good speech, good action to bring upon value and benefit not only to yourself but to everyone around you. To elevate people to be free from suffering and find happiness within. And as we venture around, maybe find peace, happiness, hospitality, luck, and fortune no matter where we travel to. to be loved by humans and all angels alike. Have no worry, be care, be looked after for. As we live upon the kindness of other people, may we provide and care for other people with our love and kindness too, so that everyone can live and benefit from the kindness of everyone around the world, from each other. Now may we attain uncountable fortune that no matter how much we use, it will never deplete. So that we can be free from the shackle of having to find money and resources. Uh, to take all our effort, our time, energy away from needing to find money, to then take it to improve, bring value benefit to ourselves. Not only that, to bring value benefit to other people too, not for them to no longer have to struggle to worry about their financial situation, and so that they can finally have a higher goal. Instead of looking for money, may they look for peace, for happiness, inner peace, inner happiness, able to free themselves from suffering, find happiness, and help their loved ones, the one that they care for, that they look after, to also follow the same path. As we go on our life, may we have unwavering motivation, passion, determination toward seeking for wisdom, right purity, and right happiness. The kind of wisdom that come with happiness and purity. So that one day, every day, we move toward our true self, categorized by one with utmost wisdom, able to solve all problems, utmost purity, have all the capability in the world to overcome all obstacles, so that one no longer to suffer. And also, one with utmost compassion, as one no longer have any problems and obstacles to deal with, live in peace and happiness. May those happiness then translate to compassion, to then, now that you are free, happy, you look to those around you and help them to be free, to be happy too. As we live our life for those purposes, as we come to the end of our life, may all our good deeds, good action, and intention comes and accumulate and present to us, just like how we have done in this meditation session before loving kindness, for our own accomplishment and virtues, to full and fill our mind up with positivity and happiness, for our mind to bloom, blossom beautifully and wonderfully. Even if we are not surrounded by our loved ones, now may we pass away feeling like we have lived the happiest of life, full of happiness, fulfillment, and success. Uh, and that a life where if you were to be reborn again, that you have that you want to once again follow on the same path and even a better one. As we pass on, may we be reborn in a better realm, a suitable realm, so close to our teachers, masters, and teaching, so that we can continue studying and going to our true self. As we come back down, inevitably to be reborn, may we be reborn as a human, able to uh, be reborn in a family serving, caring, kind, to help nurture not only our mind but also our body, to point us to the ways that are good, wholesome, right, and beautiful, to point out all the things that are bad, unwholesome, not right, being upon suffering, consequences, and disaster. May all of us have all the wisdom to know clearly from what's right, what's wrong, have the strength, be the master of ourselves to do all that is right and to withstand all that is wrong. And may we all be able to recall our past life to know who we are, not to understand the journey that we're going through, and to then keep on doing the work that we have already done beautifully. May we always be surrounded by good friend, wonderful friend, those with wisdom, with our best intention at mind, able to help us, lead us, guide us, teach us, point to us to the ways of prosperity, wholesome happiness, warn us, prevent us, and stop us from the ways of negativity, unwholesome, and degradation. Now may you find the teaching and the teachers, masters that know the truth, the ways toward our true self. May come together and as a community to then continue our practice of study toward our true self. If there's any more resolution that you want to make, now you can take this time to wish on your own. Make sure that it's free from unwholesomeness, from all that's wrong. That's why tradition will end up this session by receiving the blessing in ancient Pali. Sappheพุทธา Phalappata Pacceka Nanchayan Phalang Arahanta Nanjate Shinarakhang Phantami Sappaso Sappaputtanupavena Sappathammanupavena Sappasangkhanupavena Sattha Bhavantu Te. And with that, you can gently open up your eyes.